But hey, so this is the matchup we were talking about before. If anyone's going to have a good chance of beating Dee-On in the grand finals, I believe Jabuthehutt had the better chance.
Yeah, certainly. He's not as well known to Dee-On as channel number 6 is, but...
And now that he's here, what does he need to do?
Assuming Dee-On picks Jack, the hop kick is going to be a decent strategy at that range, but Jack obviously has a lot more tools that he can use to punish. So you've got the clap, you've got just down 4-2, and with his arms, he can punish every time as well. So I think we need to see less hop kicks from Jub. Dee-On is someone who will just sit there and block it and punish you and make you feel silly. So it's not what he has to do, it's what he shouldn't do, I think.
No, so I mean Dee-On especially, certainly a player who's very good at controlling space and playing very well in range 0. He's not the kind of player to be whiffing a lot of moves like we've seen from few of Jabuthehutt's opponents.
He's very, very comfortable, and I think it's just going to have to be he beats him that Dee-On loses because he got outplayed. You can't really take advantage of any holes in his game because he's a decent solid player.
Starts the round with down 4-2.
I think he just wants to make a statement, basically. He knows that he is favoured for this, and he knows that Jabuthehutt has not been here before.
That's a very good point. Especially at the start of, game 1, round 1, full life. Let's show off a little silly gimmicks here too.
Yeah, this is what
Try to condition our opponents to think we're going to behave a certain way.
Stop ducking. So Dee-On not looking to do anything like wake up 3 and get hop kicked again, just gets up off the ground very patiently, takes his round. And if Dee-On does win this, I think he's just going to simply march through him. Although I dare say if Jabuthehutt is able to reset the bracket, I might even favour him. I mean, if he can beat him...
I believe so. If Jabuthehutt resets his bracket, I'd put it on him to take the whole thing.
That's right. So this is more or less going to be it for us.
It's a big ask.
Still in there with that hop kick. Not going to quite reach the wall, Jack, but Silva. Position swap. This should be an unblockable tackle. Wow.
Down back 3 to end the round.
Jack trying to get out of range there, but just backfired a little bit. 1 round apiece in our final here, guys.
Gets the counter hit to 4-3.
Dee-On from Melbourne in winners and Jabuthehutt from Brisbane in losers. Looking to reset. Dee-On looking to take his second OHN title.
That's something Dee-On likes to utilize. When he has his back to the wall, he likes to grab his opponent. Even if they break the grab, he swaps sides.
Yeah, and of course the Jack's wall splat grab will do a lot more damage. And I think give it a guaranteed down back 2 afterwards if you do the 1 grab with your back to the wall. Jack smashing in. I think he might have been looking to use his rage art there or get a launch into it. So Jabba up 2 rounds to 1. If he can take this first game, he's definitely going to give Dee-On something to think about because Dee-On is probably going to be pretty confident in the fact that he's going to win this match so far.
Yeah,
but if he does not take the first game, he might not know what to think.
And it will certainly do wonders for Jub's confidence as well going into future games if he can take this first one.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you can win 1, then maybe you win the second. Why not? But if you're against someone who's a favourite, you might just think, oh, I cannot beat this guy. When you beat him, now you can. Whoa! That 4-3 is a low crush. Very safe and does a grip damage as well. So kind of a safer hop kick and Jack all in with the rage up there. Jabuthehutt does indeed take game 1.
Good presence of mind from Jub to use the running 2 that Jack's rage out, while punishable, isn't the easiest of punishes because of its pushback.
Yeah, you'd have to dash hop kick, but if you're going to dash anyway, why not just press another forward? So Jub mashing on the buttons, wants to get straight back into it. Dee-On can't really get a read on his space here at the moment. He looks like he might be a little bit concerned now. And I'll tell you what, guys, I am very happy we've got a match on our hands here.
No one likes to see a stomp in grand finals, do they?
I don't think I remember seeing a bracket reset in OHN. Then again, I did not watch last year, so maybe it happened then. But I'm pretty sure that the winner is just run through every time.
Yeah.
Or at least if it has happened in Tekken in OHN history, it's been a long time coming. Guys, so we are...
Sticking to the same characters here?
Yeah, just going to get straight back into it. Jabuthehutt up 1 round from losers, so if he takes the next 2, he will reset. If he loses 3, then he is going to take second place and Dee-On's our champion. And of course, don't forget straight after this, we're going to have our Street Fighter 5 finals coming up. That will be just as good, I think.
For Street Fighter 5.
I'm certainly
very exciting top 8 coming up.
I think Jub's using that up forward 3 with 40 a fair bit more often.
I think plus frame on block, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. It's also a low crush, of course. I don't think you get a juggle off of it, but Jub has not really been spamming hop kick. He's gone to other options to get over Jack's down back 1 and grabs, like forward 3 and up forward 3.
That's a very good point, actually. Not willing to risk the punishment frame.
Yeah, it's smart because he's really playing like that.
It's a safer game. You get a less of a payoff, but well, I mean, you know, you need to have more life than the other guy in the end. And that's what he's trying.
If you hit it twice, then you've basically done the same damage as the hop kick anyway. Oh, looking for that back cross 1 counter here. Jabuthehutt with rage, but deep bug comes out of nowhere. Dee-On looking like he's not phased at all, and he might just tie this one up. Like I said before, it's very hard to get a champion player off this game. It's very hard to break their spirit and their concentration, and even if they have their back to the wall, if they've been there before, then they're not over till they're out.
Yeah.
Good combo from Jabuthehutt there, once many jabs I think. Long range hop kick, not punished by Dee-On. Don't think he's looking to dash in and catch anything.
Not ducking on Jack's down forward 1.
Oh, the old running into the grab again. Dee-On, I don't think he was expecting that. Not looking to get hop kick. Very patient play. Rolls over, wakes up at 4 and takes the game. 1-1 guys, we're tied up.
A couple of wasted opportunities there, I feel, from Jabu to run in and do forward 3 as an Oki option. Naturally, of course, it is going to catch Dee-On if he's teching, but he's stayed down multiple times in a row, and I think it's we're really up to.
Jack is very fat, so it might work. You could also run in and 4-3 very quickly, or whatever the tumble roll is. That would certainly catch Jack anywhere on the ground. It does quite a chunk. So if you want to discourage him from just staying down on the ground and waiting, that might be the idea.
Get ready for the next
Once you start people getting up, he's got not the best Oki game in 7, but it's strong.
Something I maybe like Jub to see use a little more as a Claudio sidestep 4. I think is a very good move that we haven't really seen much of. Might give Jack more of a reason to duck there.
Well, with Jack, if you get somebody random ducking, you've won. Like that, you've won. You cannot random duck against Jack. People are like, oh, you're gonna get the grab, you're gonna get the down 4, the down back 1, whatever. But he's got forward 1, which is forward 1. And even if he's going to chuck random down forward 2s, if you're random ducking, you've lost. So you have to stay patient against Jack. You have to realize you're going to eat some down back 1s and you're going to have to break some grabs. So this is an excellent grand final for me to be watching. I mean, we've seen Dee-On Naveed, we've seen Dee-On Marimo, and for a newer to grand finals player to come out and take it right to him, it's exactly what we all want. And we've got a big crowd here watching that's certainly getting into it. And Dee-On looking like he might be just in command of this match now.
D-Bug putting in so much work for Dee-On.
After some first round jitters, he's taken the second match quite cleanly, and I think he's in his zone. When he beat Marimo earlier, it was the same sort of thing. You could just kind of tell he was switched on. And when Dee-On switched on, when Jack switched on, you feel like there's not much you can do.
Feels like a bit of a runaway train.
You're just holding back on the stick until you die. Ooh. I think that's something that might break fours if they stay still as well. And yeah, there's Dee-On ducking under and punishing the forward 2, which is a little bit harder than it looks. You've got to get up at the right time. Now Jack's grab game in this is a lot stronger because of the nerfing of generic grabs. He's got so many command grabs to do 30-40% live.
That's right, which you still have to break with the correct button.
Yeah, you have to break it with the correct button. I think it might be a little bit harder as well. So by default, his grab game has gotten a lot stronger. And if you can mix up the launch and grab with something like Tombstone, they're different breaks. They're not a one break at all, and they're extremely effective. Speaking of extremely effective, that round went over very, very, very quickly. So whatever Dee-On's doing, if he keeps doing it, he's going to be our repeat OHN champion, representing the city. Third match, guys, about to get underway. I really doubt we're seeing a character swap for both players, just matching on the controller. I think if they had a rematch option, they'd take it.
So Dee-On on tournament point here. Definitely don't need to question his composure in any way. He's been here many times.
Yep.
Let's see if he can close this one out.
Jub doesn't look too rattled either, though. I mean, having that win, that game, it makes you feel a lot better because you know there's no reason why you can't just take this one now.
Exactly.
If it was 2-0, you might feel like you're just waiting to lose.
Again, he starts the round with down forward 2.
That's the
Whatever
thing.
it is.
Dee-On he's been here before. He's comfortable. He's making a statement for sure. You expect to come to the OHN Grand Final and not see people doing that, but realistically, it's going to happen. And if you can be scared of it, if Jack can get you scared of it, then that's going to happen.
Looking a little jittery in that first round.
Wow, so Jub needs to do something right now, or we're going to finish up very soon, guys. He's looking like he's getting dominated.
Catches him back, crashing with the 4-4, 1+2.
Oh, that is so much damage. Very consistent as well. So Dee-On 1.5 rounds away here. Not letting Jabuthehutt back from the wall.
Life lead.
Can't get out. Just gonna keep doing it. Wow.
Finally makes his way out with a...
Yeah, that was probably a bit of a desperation move there.
Oh, absolutely. Launch punishable.
Yeah, it's a
bit of a Hail Mary.
A high crush too, but you're not really worried about highs in that situation unless you're going under a grab.
Dee-On 1 round away.
Mileage Jabuthehutt debug using it 1 every 2 games, and Dee-On is 1 round away from beating Jabuthehutt to be our OHN champion.
Let's bring this back. Let's make it interesting.
Come on, Jabuthehutt, bring it back. We want to see it. We want to see the resets. We want to see a challenge.
Nice,
we want to see a new player be an OHN champion. So he's not out of it yet. Dee-On committing to the duck against the wall. Seemed like it lasted for quite a few seconds. And Jub answers back. He's not dead yet, and he's letting Dee-On know about it. Ooh. Hoping to catch him ducking there. Does not. Dee-On, he's just spacing, holding backwards. I mean, he's doing it like it's his job.
So controlled.
He's just coming to work and doing what he's done a lot of times before.
That's it.
You would not think this is an occasion. You would not think that he's at any risk of losing. Jub on the other hand, a little bit of his inexperience showing here. His mindset doesn't seem to be quite right for the final. So unless he changes that, starts to get as comfortable as Dee-On, he's going to not have much longer left on his OHN experience. Oh,
that's it.
That's it. Dee-On is your 2016 OHN14 champion.
Congratulations.
And he has deserved it. That was an incredible run for him. Didn't even look like dropping a game. Didn't look like getting booted out of losers finals, and took care of some very good opponents along the way. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. Thank you once again to all of our wonderful sponsors and organisers. We're going to have a short break, and then we're going to stick around for the main event.
Fighter 5.
I know I'll be for that. It's going to be in the front row. We have Daigo the Beast. We have K-Brad. We have a lot of amazing internationals. We have the best Australia has to offer. Human Bomb. Oh, yes, yes.
Our own
Human Bomb, our own homegrown
Human Bomb. Not from overseas.
All right, guys.
Pretty much born and bred.
This is going to be Looper and Lazy Dave signing out. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Good day.